This is The Real Hustle New Recruits. The hustlers are back, and this time they've brought in 2 new faces to help them with their scams. New recruits Polly and Jazz. They'll join original hustlers Paul, Jess and Alex. Working together as a team, they'll carry out scams that are more cunning and devious than ever before. On tonight's show, the new hustlers have a smashing first con.
Oh my god, it's all smashed.
Jess shows off her lung capacity. And actress Roxanne Pallett goes all bug-eyed.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick.
The marks in this show have no idea they're being hustled. They agreed the footage could be shown so that you can avoid falling for the same scams. The hustlers have invited celebrity friends to help them with their scams. They'll be thrown in at the deep end. No training and no practice, just straight in. Today's celebrity guest hustler is a stage and screen actress best known for starring in Emmerdale, Roxanne Pallett.
I've no idea what to expect today. I'm just really anxious to get going now because I don't know it's the fear of the unknown, isn't it? I'm not nervous, I'm more apprehensive because I don't know what the task is. Once I know what I'm doing, then I'll focus on that, but I think I can do this. I'm an actress. I better bloody be able to do this, so there goes my craft.
Roxanne has been told to stand outside a tube station and wait for instructions.
Hi there, you Roxanne?
Yeah.
I'm Paul.
Hiya.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Come this way. All right, so today we're going to pull a mini heist. We're going to steal some valuable merchandise. But we do need a little help. Obviously we have you, but we also have a couple of new hustlers on the team.
Paul doesn't mean Polly and Jazz. He's talking about these.
Oh my god.
Cockroaches.
Oh god. Is that real?
Yeah.
Is it dead?
I hope so.
Oh my god.
You all right?
Yeah.
No.
Roxanne will need to test her nerve in the smoke. Alex and Jazz are the first up in this scam. Looks like they're dressed for some dirty work. They're not an everyday sight for the mark.
Hi. We're here to do a fumigation. Pest control.
Pest control.
Yeah.
If there's a bug infestation, it's the first the mark has heard of it.
I think there's an outbreak in the area, so.
Yeah.
Of what exactly?
Oh, various insects. You've got cockroaches. You've got.
He texts his boss for clarification.
A lot of people have said they've had mouse droppings.
Mouse droppings. You got.
Just give it a second.
Sure. Yeah. No worries.
The boss hasn't booked any exterminators either.
What's the address here? What's your number here?
The address is
Yeah.
127 High Road, East Finchley.
Yeah.
M28.
127 is what we got, but I saw there's a 127C.
Here comes someone who can sort out this confusion. It's Paul, posing as a supervisor from the council.
What are you doing? Starting the fumigation? It's not here. Oh, we're not in the right place. Excuse us, sorry.
Wrong address. How embarrassing.
No, it's down here. 127. Yeah, it's up here.
The infestation must be next door, not in the shop.
Yeah.
Not yet, anyway. Half an hour later, it's time for Roxanne's first big task in the scam. She enters the shop, accompanied by Jess, both posing as shoppers.
Yeah. Told you, Calvin Klein.
Got about 3 eyelashes just from him.
Roxanne looks a little uncomfortable. No wonder, because she's carrying something rather unpleasant in her coat pocket. It's a mobile phone. Earlier on, Jess removed the back and the battery and used the cavity to hide a small insect passenger. It's a dead cockroach.
Hello.
Hiya. Over to you.
Yeah, I just saw, hang on, I'm trying to work out which one it was I just saw from the window.
The bug is held in place only by Roxanne's gloved hand. Her job here is to plant it inside one of the display cabinets.
Are you allowed to get one out and show me?
Yes.
I don't know which,
But she needs to pick her moment carefully.
Actually, no, hang on. Was it that one?
Roxanne opens the display case.
Yeah, so they're not digital, are they?
There goes the cockroach.
Oh, it was like that, but a little bit different. What else you got?
Next, she needs to drop some more cockroaches from a plastic bag.
Are this like, is these those ones that...
Done. Now, to make a scene.
Is the one...
Oh my god! I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick. What? Look on the floor. Look on the floor.
Oh my god, they're cockroaches! That's vile!
If only there were some exterminators nearby.
Anything on me?
Jess has spotted some.
I'm gonna go and tell them. I'm gonna get...
There's one in there. There's actually one inside. I'm sorry, but I think that's absolutely disgusting.
They're just like stood there and they just don't seem to care.
I'm going to say.
All right.
Roxanne's certainly putting her acting skills to good use.
You're right.
No, I just need a bit of fresh air because
That's disgusting. I can't believe you just let those in there.
You definitely didn't call us in today.
No.
Council official Paul must now convince the Mark he's dealing with a full-blown infestation.
Well, you've got an air conditioning unit here. You see this little pipe we got up there? Yeah? That's a travel way right there. The stuff screwed into the walls here, so I'm guessing you got a cavity back here. I'll bring him in here. We'll just do a quick cleanse of in here. Take about 15 minutes. And then we'll do upstairs. That sound fair enough?
How much is it?
It's council, we'll take care of it.
The idea of getting this problem dealt with here and now, and for free, seems too good to refuse. The Mark would be mad to turn down Paul's offer of an on-the-spot extermination.
Well look, this is what we'll need to do. I'll get the guys to come in here first. What they'll do is we're going to drop some cloths, we'll put some plastic on top of these units here, and then what they'll do is they'll basically smoke this room out, and then it'll take about 10 minutes for it to clear out with the door open. But you need to be outside.
Yeah, no, I don't have any.
I don't mind if you stay outside or anything, and I'll be in here monitoring. Let me get them to come in here.
Cheers.
Paul brings in the professionals.
But look at this.
So what's the...
We have 3 here, 1
Okay.
here. I think there's 1 at the back here, but I can't quite see it.
Lucky you're not a food shop.
Right, we'll get the gear.
It's Bug's life.
It's a bug's life.
You know, people eat these.
So the Mark's going to get the place fumigated. But he's about to have a much bigger problem than a few dead bugs.
Paul, ready, go, go.
When hustlers go out, they don't bring money, they bring prop bets. Challenges designed to win or lose a drink. But a proposition bet only has one rule, and that's that the hustler always wins.
Okay.
I think you're better.
You're quite competitive. Excellent. Okay, well, I've got a challenge for you. Obviously, I'm using a balloon in my favourite colour, pink. I'm going to blow the balloon up. Okay, so normal balloon. Tighten a little knot. Okay, now we're going to take it in turns. Just take this balloon. I want you to balance it on your head, whatever angle you think. And I want you to walk around the table with it balanced on your head without holding onto it. Now, before you asked, you can't rub it and get static and make it stick down. And however many times each of you can do it, I'm going to add that up, and I bet I can do more than that. So I bet I can walk around more than all 3 of you put together. And however many times I can do that, you owe me a drink. So I'll do it 3 times, 3 drinks. Not that I want 3 drinks, but you get the idea, yeah?
Yeah.
Sounds simple enough. To avoid buying Jess a drink, they have to balance the balloon on their heads and walk as far around the table as possible. Jess is even giving them a big advantage by offering to beat their combined total distance.
So who wants to go first?
Ladies first.
Ladies first, there you go. See how you do. Okay, placing it straight on there. There you go. Oh! So you've got what? An 8th around the table? Who wants to go next? Going towards you. So you've got short hair, you've got really short, spiky. Let's have a little check. You've not got anything sticky on there. I just wanted to have a little feel, sorry. Oh, that was actually less. So you've got about, well, an 8. I'll give you an 8.
Great.
You'll go. I'm a bit worried that it might actually stick on your hair.
It might. We'll see what happens. Okay.
Oh, that was all right. You got probably more than everyone, but it did fall off more or less straight away. I saw you carry on walking there.
Their combined total was rubbish.
If we add that up, you got about halfway round, didn't you? So if I can walk around once, then I get 2 drinks, twice 4 drinks, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I'm going to balance this balloon on my head, but I didn't say you couldn't do this. I'm going to pop it first. So this is the same balloon. You agree, yeah?
Yeah.
That's the same balloon. Popped it on my head. I'm not touching it, am I? So round I go. I think you get the idea, don't you? That's 2 drinks. I'll tell you what, I'll go around another time so we've got 4, and then we've all got a drink then, haven't we?
Another prop bet, another round of free drinks. It's a sunny day in a bustling city centre. The perfect place for new recruit Polly to hone her hustling skills. In the box drop. It looks like Polly is moving in, and she's looking for someone to help her get those removal boxes off the pavement and into her apartment building. On a busy day like this, she doesn't have to wait long. Right behind mark number 1 is another new hustler, Jazz. Together, they plan to get the mark to pick up one of these boxes, and then drop it.
But if you find the right mark, they'll help you, but they have to pick up the box in a very particular way. They have to pick it up at the sides, because it's only going to be taped, a little bit of tape on the side, so as soon as they pick it up, after about 5 seconds, it'll fall.
I like it.
We've got something that's expensive. There's a laptop, now that's worth a couple £100.
Yeah.
But we also have one that's broken.
Excuse me, guys, could you do me a favour? Yeah. I'm just moving into the flat. Could you help as well, actually? I just need to bring them into
For the
lift.
scam to work, the mark must pick up a box from the side nearest the door. That way, he won't see that the middle box is only held together by a tiny sliver of packing tape. But the mark instinctively goes to the wrong side, and spotting the opening, picks the box up from the bottom. The mark goes about his business, leaving the new hustlers empty-handed.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Will the hustlers' luck change with mark number 2?
Excuse me, you can do me a massive favour, could you? Literally, I've just moved in up there. I just need to get these boxes to the lift. Could you help me as well? Sorry, literally. It's just I don't want to wait here and then come back and then they're stolen.
What do you want?
Literally, I've just moved in. I just need to take them to the lift.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Is that all right? Could you just take one each? Thank you. You're a star. Oh, sorry, you got a bag.
So far, so good. And finally,
Oh, my God! Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God. Oh, my
Do you
God,
have,
it's wrecked. And I don't care about my plates, but my laptop. Oh,
do you have
my
insurance
God.
for it?
Yeah, I do, but the excess is like £200. I can't afford that.
That's horrible.
Oh, my God, what am I going to do? I start my new job next week.
What are you doing?
I'm PA with my laptop.
Polly rolls out the sob story, and Jazz is there to play the gentleman.
Look, I've got 20 quid if that helps at all. No, I feel partly responsible for that.
There's my card, give me a shout and let me know what happens with it.
The mark gives Polly a card,
I've got
but
some
no
cash
cash.
here. Is there nothing you've got? So I just feel really bad.
I don't have any cash on me, no, I'm carding it.
Jazz gives him another chance to pay up.
Don't fret or anything. Look, I'm going to leave you my phone, and I'm going to go to the cash point and get you another 40 quid.
Get yourself sorted out and drop me an email and sort something.
No good. The mark is willing to help, but it sounds like he's broke.
You got any cash on you at all? Oh my god, it's just getting worse.
Another mark slips through their fingers like a dodgily packed box. Polly and Jazz give it one more go with mark number 3.
Excuse me guys, you couldn't do me a massive favour, could you? I'm just moving into the flat up there. I need to get these boxes. Could you help as well? Just to the lift, but I don't want to do it and then come back and the rest be stolen. So would you give me a hand? You'd give me a hand. Yeah, literally. I just don't want to come back and then be gone. Do you know what I mean? Thank you.
This guy's world is about to come crashing down.
Oh no, you've just broken my plates. Oh, my lap. Oh my god.
What happened there?
Oh my god, it's all smashed.
Jesus.
Do you not hold the bottom or something? Oh my god, what am I going to do?
I'm really sorry about that. Honestly, that's honestly just been folded over the bottom. It's not been taken it.
Well,
The mark already feels guilty, so Polly turns up the pressure even more.
Just started a new job as well, and I need to take that next week. I've just moved in. Oh, I'm not worried about the plates, but look at my... Oh my God, it's absolutely destroyed.
have you got,
I can't believe this.
Have you got insurance for it?
Yeah, I have, but I've got to pay an excess of £200. I can't afford that. I've just moved here from London. This is awful. Oh my...
Polly leaves Jazz alone to have a man-to-man chat with the mark.
Do you want to, like, put some money in together?
How much?
I don't know, like, 50 quid each or something towards our excess if it's 200.
I don't know, mate.
I just feel part responsible. I know what it's like moving
I'm shaking.
to.
I can't believe this has happened.
I'm really sorry about that.
I think we're both going to put some money in for you to help towards the excess.
That's news to him.
Should I put this in or something?
No, don't worry. I'll sweep that up in a minute. I'm not worried about the plates. It's just my laptop.
This guy's still not flashing the cash.
That's lovely potato. That's just one for
I know exactly what you mean. I just feel a bit like I know what it's like moving to a new.
I just can't believe this has happened.
I'll give you 50, and I think he's going to give you 50, and then at least put something towards
that would
getting it repaired. Yeah, you want to just double check? Yeah.
And there's the wallet. The mark feels so guilty for the broken laptop, he hands over £50 to a complete stranger.
Thank you.
Jazz keeps up his end of the bargain too, though he knows he'll be getting his money back. The mark heads off, thinking he's done a good deed. In fact, he's just been done.
Oh shit, anyway. Alright mate, see you later.
Yeah, I dropped a box that had a laptop and that in it and broke it. The guy who was carrying one of the boxes had offered to give her some money because she'd brought up the conversation of money and he offered to give her some, so then he asked me as well, so I just felt may as well chip in and, you know, help her out a bit, but obviously get took for a ride.
This is quite a devious little scam, and as you've seen, even a pair of novice hustlers can fool you with it. You do someone a favor, next thing you know, you're reaching for your wallet. Hustlers have always exploited people's good nature to make them feel responsible for damaged goods.
This person was a good Samaritan. He was trying to help this lady. An accident happens. He's got no liability whatsoever. He should never part with money under these circumstances. This is a straight rip-off.
Earlier today, actress Roxanne Pallett planted dead cockroaches in this watch store, persuading the mark that he may be dealing with a bug infestation.
Oh my God, I'm sorry, but I think that's absolutely disgusting.
As luck would have it, council boss Paul had an extermination team in the neighbourhood. He offered the mark a free, on-the-spot extermination.
Yeah, we'll just do a quick cleanse of in here. Take about 15 minutes.
An offer too good to be true, as he's about to find out in The Smoke Part 2. The hustlers have prepared the shop for the fumigation, but here comes a new junior exterminator. It's Roxanne. The Mark has already seen her as a shopper. If he recognises her now, it's game over.
Our mask is slipping a little bit. Make sure it's tight. First thing.
There's going to be an awful lot of toxic smoke, so Paul has brought a special camera.
Heat sensitive camera, so we see anything that's moving.
We'll start this up.
Alex starts the fumigation process. Due to the toxic nature of the fumes, the Mark obviously has to wait outside. It's getting awfully smoky in there. In fact, the Mark can't see a thing through the large display windows anymore. And that's exactly the point. There is no cockroach infestation. And this isn't toxic gas. In fact, Alex has just been using a portable disco smoke machine. The whole setup has been designed so that the hustlers can ransack the shop whilst the Mark waits patiently outside. Paul's infrared camera captures the action.
Okay, you guys can start. Kelly, Roxanne, start.
Roxanne is certainly getting into the spirit of things.
Yes, there's a nice pink one here for you.
Yeah? Grab it for me.
Right. You can just go outside, let us rub him.
The Mark is blissfully unaware that a few feet away, thousands of pounds worth of watches are being thrown into cloth sacks. In fact, the scam is going a little too well.
I'm gonna need another bag. Seriously, I'm gonna need another bag.
The bulging sacks are loaded into the box that contain the smoke machine.
There's no way we're gonna fit all these watches in that big box.
Alex will have to make a trip to the van to make space for more.
Okay, we're gonna come and go with the box twice. I'm gonna go with the box, unload and come back.
I'll wait in here.
They mustn't let too much smoke out, or the Mark will see what's going on.
Oh, ready? Go.
But then, disaster. The box is too heavy, and the lid comes off in Alex's hand, right in front of the Mark. Before he has a chance to see what's inside, Alex replaces the lid and carts the booty off into the van. Now, there's space for a refill. Time for one more trip into the shop before the smoke thins out.
Find yourself. Yeah, ready? Close the door, go. On they go.
By now, the hustlers have taken tens of thousands of pounds worth of watches. Now, to get out of here, Alex and Jazz are first.
Go.
Once again, the Mark doesn't notice how heavy that box has suddenly become.
Switching us off.
Time for Roxanne's getaway. She needs to fake a coughing fit. This is a very high-risk moment. The mask is off, and the Mark could easily recognise her face from earlier.
Can you wait here for 5 minutes? Over here, that's it, come on, you're okay. Hold on, come on.
Paul rushes her off for medical help.
All right, there you are.
Before the Mark knows what's happened, the hustlers are gone, along with hundreds of watches. Meanwhile, the mark is still waiting outside for the smoke to clear. He still thinks it's toxic. Ten minutes later, he decides to risk the smoke. Instinctively, he heads straight to the till to check the float is still there. It is, because the hustlers weren't there for the loose change. And then, the reality hits him. The cabinets are open and the shelves are empty. He now realises the store has been robbed.
Rotary, Royal London, Calvin Klein.
He breaks the bad news to his boss.
They've done the whole thing. A lot of stuff is... Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff is missing. A lot of stuff is missing. A lot of stuff is missing.
A lot of stuff really is missing.
3 shelves have been ransacked. Is the best way to put it.
A few minutes later, the shop owner turns up to find out what's happened. They're both speechless.
I literally stood outside.
You were outside?
Yeah.
I thought they were just going to come and spray on the floor or something.
No. They said they needed masks and everything.
I'm shocked to the point where I don't know what to feel. Just complete befuddlement. I mean, I've never actually been in the presence of, a proper robbery like this. This is completely shocking to me. It comes to about £20,000 in losses.
When the room started filling with smoke, I was just, my heart rate increased because I was thinking, I can't see. I'm trying to guess where everything is. I'm trying to get all these watches in a bag and I couldn't see where the other guys were or what they were doing. I was terrified. Yeah, talk about living on the edge. I can't believe people do this for real.
Nobody likes the thought of a cockroach infestation, so an offer of an on-the-spot bug extermination seems too good to refuse, and having Paul there as a council official makes the whole scenario plausible and above board.
Never leave a stranger alone with your valuables, whether at home or at work. And if someone claims they're from the council, there's an easy way to check. Call the council. A con man will be long gone before you even pick up the phone.
If you want to know more about how the show is made, go to bbc.co.uk/Real Hustle. On tonight's show, Gareth Gates dabbles in the stock market.
Bye, come on, let's go.
Alex hooks up with a couple of ladies.
Oh, I see, we've gone for the link. Interesting.
And this guy will never trust anyone again.
The guy was gone with his stuff and my stuff.
The marks in this show have no idea they're being hustled. They agreed the footage could be shown so that you can avoid falling for the same scams. The hustlers have invited celebrity friends to help them with their scams. They'll be thrown in at the deep end. No training and no practice, just straight in. This week's celebrity guest hustler is a pop idol finalist who sold more than 3.5 million records. Gareth Gates.
I'm nervous. It's the fear of the unknown more than anything. Having to try and act and be someone else to try and scam people. I'm naturally a nice person, so to try and con someone is quite against my nature. Naturally, I'm quite nervous about doing the scam because of my speech. I'm looking forward to that challenge.
Let me tell you what we're going to do.
Okay.
Have you ever dabbled in stocks and shares?
Well,
a bit?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's good. We're going to give somebody the opportunity to double their money today.
Okay.
Now you are going to be in charge of the trading room floor.
Okay. Really?
You've got a few things to do that you've got to get them right.
Right.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, come on, come with me.
Gareth will be a long way from the stage and totally out of his comfort zone in The Stock Swindle. The hustlers have set up shop in a corporate office building, which they've hired for the day. This is the Mark. She's been invited along to hear about an investment opportunity and has been told to bring money. Jess is playing the role of a secretary and has brought the two young ladies upstairs. The first stop is the trading room floor to meet Rob Marks, the investment fund manager.
Well, do me a favour, keep an eye on both sides because it's really important.
This is Carrie and Georgina.
Hi there, you are Carrie. Good, nice to meet you. Welcome, this is our trading floor. Basically what these guys are doing is they're looking at where all the opportunities are to buy and sell, and basically make as much money as possible. And we have a small advantage, but a very effective advantage. What they're looking at is for any kind of increase, and we have a little bit under a minute advantage on every other market in the UK. Well, it's all down to technology. I'll explain it in the room.
And here's Gareth's first big role, the convincer.
Right, guys, we're on 14.50 at the minute. As soon as it reaches 14.70, that's when we're going to be looking.
We're going to have a small window and you just need to blitz it, okay?
He's playing the trading floor boss, assisted by trader and new recruit, Jazz.
You see, we're all quite excited at the moment. We're looking at gold right now, which gold goes up and down, but it's been going up steadily.
For this scam to work, they must convince the Marks this is a legitimate financial business, and they're about to put on a show.
Right, let's see, we get a big possible. So what we do is we basically buy it all at a low price and then sell it all at a high price. So we do it in a very, very quick turnaround.
3, 2, 1, and stop buying.
Stop now,
So
stop buying now. Because the price is about to start going up.
Guys, as soon as we say, we need to start selling at 15.10.
Tell us when.
5, 4.
It all sounds pretty convincing.
1, go.
So now they're going to sell everything. The price will keep going up, it'll steady out, and then it'll come down again. And we will have sold at the top. So, anyway, why don't I take you around and explain? It's a little noisy in here, sorry.
Gareth's performance seems to have done the job.
Guys, thank you very much, Marius.
And the girls haven't recognised him. So far, so good.
3, 2, 1, and stop trading.
Stop there, guys.
Stop trading, guys. Well done.
Very good. All right, come on. That's great. We basically just made about £500,000 there, so it's not a bad.
Paul leads his clients away from the noisy trading floor
Let me take you through here.
to an investor's lounge just down the corridor.
All right, the seat.
The girls settle into the lounge.
Let me just go and check one little thing. This is actually one of our investors, believe it or not, in the company. I'll just be right back.
Some very good spikes recently. At the moment, we're at 1400, the low 1400.
The TV is showing a financial news report, but Paul switches it onto a live feed from the trading floor.
Try and switch this over.
It's time for the pitch.
Every 20 years or so, the entire industry changes how it does business and how it transfers information. And if you think about it like TV moving from analog to digital, and next year everyone is rolling out to a new system. And that system is much faster than the information that we get just now. So when they get a price now, it's actually about a minute old. This is much faster, and it will be about 15 seconds old.
So here's how the company works. TRH Trading have charts showing live prices from the Asian markets. It's a brand new system for Europe, and only they have it right now. It means they get information 45 seconds ahead of all their competitors.
Buy, come on, let's go.
So they look for a peak in prices, buy low and sell high for a guaranteed profit.
Stop trading, guys, well done.
And Paul's looking for investors to share a piece of the action.
So, if you're interested in investing with us, trade for a day with us, any amount of money you like, we guarantee to double it. And that's just as a welcome to the company, this is what we can do for you kind of deal. If you then decide to invest your money, not just the money you make, but hopefully the money, that you're going to put in the future, then we will basically discuss the kind of package that you would want, how much money you would make over the year. We don't double your money every month. In this 1 year advantage that we have, we try and guarantee everybody at least 1/3 compound per month on the money that you put in. We know what's going to happen. We know how to make money with it. And we can guarantee our customers a very good investment for the first year. It's never failed. If I know I can buy something for £1 and that in 40 seconds everyone wants to buy it from me for £2, it's easy. When we see that spike, you saw that spike earlier, did you see how big it got? When we see that, we know that we buy here and we know that we sell there. That's without any risk whatsoever. So yeah, if you bring money today, we'll double it for you. If anything went wrong, I'd give you the money out of my own pocket. That's how sure I am about this. I want you to kind of understand what we're doing. The most important thing is that you understand that we know what we're doing. Yeah. Okay, I mean, the guys that you saw in the room there are some of the best and brightest from the business. They really know what they're doing. Why don't I give you some time to think about it? Susie, are you going down to the coffee shop?
I can do.
Would you mind taking these guys down there? Just give them some time. If you need to go to the bank or anything, all right?
The Mark doesn't have to make her mind up right away. Jess takes the girls downstairs to a nearby coffee shop to think about it.
And I'll hopefully see you in a little while.
Carl got your email.
You did?
Yep,
Thank
said
you.
everything's
all
fine.
right.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
And as luck would have it, the party bumps into another couple of investors, Alex and the other new recruit, Polly. And that's no accident.
How are you? Yeah, I'm good. Have you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course, from my reporter.
Alex should look familiar to them, because he was the financial reporter they saw on TV just moments ago.
And Bolivia were very, very strong suppliers of the Arabica bean.
How could anyone resist valuable investment advice from this guy? He's here to give the company that final seal of authenticity.
I love Rob. I've been working with him for years. We've been acquaintances, but my advice to you, and I wouldn't say this in front of Rob, but that's why I've sort of accompanied Jay, is if you're going to invest today, try and invest as much money as you can. Even if it's, even if it's £100 here, £50 there, scrape as much of it as you've got, because...
So Alex's completely unbiased advice is to invest as much as possible.
I brought somebody down and Rob hadn't sort of explained the terms as clearly. And the guy sort of said, oh, all right, I'll do £500, something small. And he made 500 back. And he went, oh, great, next time I'll do 2,000. And Rob said, no, I'm afraid next time is minimum of 10. So he looked at me and said, oh, God, I wish I knew. I would have, just got all the money I had.
Has financial reporter Alex done enough to convince the Mark to invest? She's about to find out you shouldn't always trust people you see on TV.
How much are you guys putting in today?
Oh, no. Quick, get your stuff, quick.
I need to get out.
Come now, come on.
When hustlers go out, they don't bring money, they bring prop bets. Challenges designed to win or lose a drink. But a proposition bet only has one rule, and that's that the hustler always wins.
Right, I've got a bet for you guys. It's a very simple bet. It uses 2 paper clips and a rubber band. Right? Now I'll tell you what, to make it interesting, we'll do this bet for £10. Right? So I'm going to put £10 up. Here's the bet. You've got to pick up both these paper clips with the rubber band. But you can't touch the paper clips. You can only touch the rubber band. You can put the paper clips anywhere you like, but you can only touch the rubber band. All right?
So to avoid buying Alex a drink, his new friends have to hook all 3 items together. But after they've positioned the paper clips, they're not allowed to touch them again.
Rachel, do you want to go first? Oh, I see. We've gone for the link. Interesting. If you manage to get one up, then the other one will be linked out. Makes sense. Yeah. Logical. It's like the critical factor. All right, Katie, do you want to have a go? Yeah. Are you going to go along the same route?
Yeah.
You are? Because it worked so well for Rachel? Oh, I thought you had it there.
No.
All right, I'll show you. I'm going to position the paper clips, and then I'm going to link them to the rubber band. I'm actually going to use this £10 note. Okay, it's not cheating because I didn't say you couldn't use anything, right? Okay, so here we go. We'll fold this bit over, the paper clips. That's one. Rubber band goes around the banknote like that. Fold this over. Put the other one on. Ready? 2 paper clips on the rubber band without touching them. 1, 2, 3. Here we go.
The trick here is to use the tenner. Alex folds it over, attaches 1 paper clip, then the rubber band. He then folds the note again and adds the other paper clip. Then he just pulls. As if by magic, all 3 items are hooked together.
I think I'll have another one of those, please.
One mark, 1 laptop, and 1 nasty surprise. Because a few minutes later, his laptop is gone. This is the trusting stranger. It's a beautiful sunny morning, and it looks like new recruit Polly is dressed for a spot of cycling. But first, she stops off for some light refreshments. In fact, she's having a good look around this cafe for a suitable mark. A mark with a suitably expensive laptop. Time for a bit of friendly flirting.
Excuse me, do you know if there's any, like, I've got a bike, is there, do you just ride on the road here, or is there bike lanes? And...
Yeah, there's a few, you just have to take your chance.
Yeah, just find them.
Not, so.
Yeah. It's quite nippy out today, isn't it?
Isn't it?
It looks sunny, but deceiving.
Yes.
It's riding on my bike, I was like, oh.
Keep you nice and warm, all that exercise.
Yeah, it's nice and warm in here actually. It's a good spot in the sun. Are you from here?
Polly's certainly turning on the charm, and this guy seems happy to get all her attention. Here's someone else looking for his morning coffee. It's new recruit Jazz. And his entrance is Polly's cue to get up and leave. But timing is crucial here.
Hi there. Could I just get, Oh, actually, no, I'll grab one of these smoothies.
Yeah, cool.
Polly doesn't want anyone else to sit down next to the mark, only Jazz.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll do.
So she makes a bit more small talk until he takes her place.
Which is the best way, do you think, to cycle to the West End? Byers Road, have you ever heard of that?
Yeah. Walk to the traffic lights.
Yep.
Turn.
Okay.
Seamless.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
One customer leaves, another arrives. The mark doesn't suspect that these 2 hustlers are really working together as a team. Jazz has only just arrived, but it's already time for him to make his move.
Excuse me, mate. Do you mind just looking after shall I go to the toilet? Ah, cheers, mate.
So what's Jazz up to? Why is he leaving his laptop with a complete stranger? In fact, this is all part of the plan. Jazz is back from the gents. Lucky for him, his laptop is still there. This is clearly an honourable mark. Now for the final part of the scam. Polly is still outside. Looks like she's having a bit of trouble with her bike lock. If only there was a big strong man to help her.
Hi, it's only me again, I'm sorry. This won't work on my lock. I don't know if you can tell me, it's like a big, yeah.
Will the mark help? And what's he going to do with that laptop of his? Jazz trusted him earlier with his laptop. Maybe he'll ask for the same favour in return.
I can't do it. Is that all right?
If you could, yeah, of course.
Cheers, thank you. Sorry, I don't know that I'm just being silly. I've been trying for ages, and I'm really trying to do it, but it's not working. It's literally only here.
The mark is just out of sight of the windows and his laptop.
It's just done a bit stiff.
Jazz needs to time his move just right, or he'll be in deep trouble.
I wouldn't have said it was you.
Time to go. Trying to act as casual as possible, Jazz packs up his gear. And whilst the mark is distracted,
If I turn it much harder, it'll break the plastic.
Jazz helps himself to his laptop.
I can't help you, I'm afraid.
No, don't say that!
The mark is on his way back,
Thank you, though. Cheers, nice to meet you. Bye.
and Jazz is on his way out by the other exit. And not a moment too soon. The mark is left wondering what on earth happened.
It looks sunny, but deceiving.
A chat with a beautiful girl over coffee has suddenly turned into a nightmare of a day. There's no sign of Polly. And that bike wasn't hers in the first place. No wonder the key didn't fit.
And the girl came back and said, listen, I'm really sorry to bother you. Asked me if I wouldn't mind helping her with her bike lock that appeared to be jammed. So I thought, I've looked after this guy's stuff. He'll be fine looking after mine. So went back in after 30 seconds. The guy was gone with his stuff and my stuff. So yeah, it was quite clearly they were operating together.
The key to this scam is that Jazz asks the mark to look after his laptop for him. Then when the mark goes off to help Polly, he feels obliged to do the same. He doesn't want to offend Jazz by not returning his trust.
It's easy to avoid a scam like this. By all means, help people, but take care of your property when you do, and don't leave it with someone that you don't know. There's no shame in being cautious with your own possessions.
Earlier today, Gareth Gates played the role of a futures trader, helping the hustlers convince this mark that she was dealing with a legitimate financial company.
Now, Marius. Buy gold! Buy gold!
She's been offered the chance to invest and double her money in the same afternoon.
We know what's going to happen. We know how to make money with it.
Sounds a little too good to be true, as she's about to find out in The Stock Swindle, Part 2. The girls have arrived back at TRH Investments, accompanied by financial reporter Alex and his friend Polly, who's also a first-time investor. Even at a guaranteed 100% return, this is not yet a done deal. The hustlers will need to persuade the mark to actually invest her hard-earned money.
This man will need some cash.
Yeah, damn.
Polly is here as a convincer.
How much are you putting down today?
She hands over £4,000. The mark's eyeing the cash.
Mine?
Will she join Polly in investing?
And how much are you guys putting in today?
Yeah.
This is a big decision for the mark. She's brought savings to invest in her future. But the hustlers have different ideas for her cash.
Oh, great. Go for it.
And here comes the money. £500 in cash borrowed from the mark's friend, then another 500 on her bank card. Being the hustler he is, Paul makes sure there isn't more where that came from.
It's so much smaller than that other pile, isn't it? At the end of the day, everybody says the same thing, that they should have put all their money in there. So if you have more money and you want to put it in, it'll take about an hour. Well, you know, we don't take it by pounds, but...
The well is truly dry. Time for Gareth to take possession of the cash and card. But this is the first time the Mark will come face to face with him. If he gets recognised, it's game over.
Hi there, Rob. Do you want to process these for me right away? Try and get them in before the coffee futures come in, please. And take 500 off of that card as well.
Right.
And he'll have to hold on to the card until after trading, but that's, you know, that's fine. All right.
Shouldn't take too long.
Gareth makes a quick exit, taking the investments away with him.
We just sit and wait now. So you're looking at nice big. I mean, it should go haywire after the announcement.
Now they just need to sit back and watch the traders work their magic on the CCTV feed.
Everybody sell, sell, sell. Everybody sell like crazy.
But what are the hustlers playing at? The Mark's going nowhere until she gets her £2,000 return.
I mean, we're looking to go at 23.60 at least.
Yeah.
Gareth's back from the trading floor.
Yeah.
And he's got some very bad news.
That's pretty...
Yeah.
And it's like Rob. This is really downstairs.
Are you lost?
Downstairs?
I'm on the way up now.
Let me deal with it. Let me deal with it. Can you just...
Sure.
Guys, I'll just be a few minutes.
Sure.
Something's wrong, and Paul goes to sort it out.
You know, it's very exciting. But when... Are you lost?
Oh, no.
Panic breaks out on the trading floor.
Oh, no, this is really not good. Susie, this is really bad.
Who are they?
Susie, everyone needs to be out.
Hang on, no.
Everyone needs to be out.
Who are they?
Hang on.
Is that a fire drill?
No, it's...
The girls watch the CCTV feed in complete shock. Everyone is being arrested, and this whole operation is clearly not legit.
Get your stuff quick, come on, we've got to go quick. Just get your stuff and go, come on. It's inside trading, it's illegal, there are people in there, you're going to get arrested if you don't get downstairs now. Get your stuff now, come on.
I've just given them my money though.
I know, but sweetheart, you'll end up in prison if you don't get everything and come now.
We don't want to be interviewed by these guys.
Come now, come on.
The shell-shocked girls silently follow Jess, doing exactly what they're told.
Hurry up, quick!
This whole scenario has been created for one purpose: to make them scared of being arrested and get them as far away from the office as possible.
Just get downstairs. If you stay here, you're going to get arrested if they come and find you, because this is called inside trading. You're using non-public information to gain money.
They've got no choice but to abandon the money and the credit card. If they want to avoid getting caught up in the fraud investigation, they've got to get out.
Okay, just go. Just go.
The girls run off, shell-shocked and wondering what on earth just happened.
We have no idea where anyone's gone or where our money is or anything. And I just saw it as a way of, as a way of me getting myself started and saving. And everyone said it was a really good idea. I thought it would be. I felt like such an idiot.
So what really did happen?
Marius, now, Marius. Buy gold!
No surprises, it wasn't a real futures trading company. That market data was really just a looping graphic sequence created for the scam.
Every 4 minutes, look, if you watch here, it goes up.
It's perfect.
Cool.
And those fraud investigators were actually Alex, Jazz, and Polly.
All right, people, well done. That was good.
Of course, Alex and Polly were also in the investors' lounge when it all kicked off. And that's because the CCTV feed wasn't live. Gareth switched on a pre-recorded DVD whilst the girls were distracted.
Oh no.
And as soon as the coast was clear, the hustlers ran the whole scam all over again with their next unfortunate mark.
Wonderful. Fraud investigation department, everyone put your handsets down.
Just get out quick.
What do you mean?
Get out. No, just get out now, please, otherwise you're going to get arrested.
Inside of trading?
Yes, just get out.
That was dreadful, actually. I felt awful. And from the moment they walked into the room, I just felt dreadful. My heart was racing. I avoided all eye contact with them and tried to make sure they didn't sort of see me all that much. You know, I'm that bad person who's taking the money away.
This whole setup is designed to make the Marks believe that they're dealing with a large-scale financial operation. But as we know, just because you see a few people in good suits shouting orders down a telephone, that doesn't mean you're dealing with a legitimate business.
This is a very elaborate scam. This needs a lot of people to make it work, and they're looking for a lot of victims. The important thing here is to make sure you look for a properly accredited financial advisor and don't accept advice on the hook.